Hello, Mike. I shared with y'all a good Bible study tonight. And it was just some things. I actually was thinking about this earlier and then came across it in a Bible study and was like, okay, well, you can go ahead and go back and connect that dot. Um, how we will judge the angel. You know that Bible verse about we shall judge the angels, we shall judge the nations, judge the angels. It's 1 Corinthians 6:2 and 6:3, I think. And because I found that tonight, if I can have remembered something just from 10 minutes ago, I think it was 1 Corinthians 6:2 and 6:3. Yeah. And well, I was thinking about, sharing that and came across something tonight that bounced right into it. So was able to share it and watch how something in 1 Peter connects with 1 Corinthians 6. Well, 1 Peter 4, 1 Corinthians 6, and then Revelation 20, judgment, all connects together. Boom, 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 all talking about the same thing. And you would never know it reading them on their own. Where does this happen? How does this connect? I wonder, I'm reading this, but when do we judge the angels? We're going to show you. And Peter describes it. So it was just, it's worth it. Worth your time. Absolutely. I loved the fact that I didn't share Monday's Bible study on Facebook, and Monday's Bible study had 0 views. Now Monday's Bible study has 1 view, maybe because I just shared it on Facebook. But Sundays is 5 views, and Saturdays 4 views, and Friday 5 views. Well, how come I'm getting 51 views, 38 views, 48 views? In my opinion, every one of y'all should also be at TS Daily Bible Studies daily. Far more important what I do at TS Daily Bible Studies than we do chasing a Trump assassination date. That's for fun. That's a hobby. This is the real deal, y'all. Is it not in your hearts or do you just know it all? Do you just know you just know it? In other words, there's nothing I can show you that you don't already know. Is that what you're saying? Why are you not here? Why are you here, but you're not here? Is it because I'm unworthy to show you the truth? You already know it? Okay. Very good then. Donald Trump's mother was born in the Isle of Lewis. That's something to do some gematria on, possibly. And maybe it's nothing. I won't put it in the gematria folder. I did look up 727. I didn't really look it up in the one Michael uses also. It did come across 23 songs, or songs 23, which is Psalms 23, which is out of I Pet Goat, which is the reason I said 727 was because I Pet Goat is 727 in length. And I knew there was a Boeing 727. Nothing really comes up in the gematria of Boeing 727. Now, when you do 727, you get full reduction. Michael's favorite is full reduction, and you do get the 66. You also get a 237, 37 of them for the church. And where is that Psalms 23 at? Right there, 23 songs. Well, isn't Psalms songs? Psalms is songs. Psalms, a book of the Old Testament composed of sacred songs. So 727 comes up to 23 Psalms. And Psalm 23 is featured in iPet Goat. So I just thought it was interesting. October 26th is in there. And Tsunami on New York is in there. And you see that underwater. New York is underwater. Well, see, I didn't even go to this. And now Michael has sent in a lot of stuff. Maybe he went to this. June 26th is in there. September 6th is in there. September 20 is in there. A lot of dates are in there. February 12 is in there. Now, one thing I want to revisit with y'all real quick. I got hit in the right eye with a paper airplane on December 17th, which portals over to, you go to the transfer portal date, and you add, I think it's 24 days. You get February 3rd. Go back 24 days. You get December 17th. That's the day I got hit in the eye with a paper airplane. So you notice it transfer portals up to February 3rd. And on Groundhog Day, February 2nd, the man says, Bill Murray says, what if tomorrow the world ended? A big boom. Well, the big boom is Trump. And I'll tell you why. Now go back from March 1st, the transfer portal date. Excuse me, the gateway, the archway, the day the archway opens. And go backwards 26 days. You land on that February 3rd date. That portals over. So you're dealing with a portal and a gateway at the same time. 26 days before the gateway, that archway, and I've shown you the archway many times. It's March 1st to March 25th, and it's October 28th to November 21st. It's a 25-day archway through the portal, both directions. We've shown it to you many times, many times, many times, shown it to you, right? Arch. There it is. October 28th is day 301, and you go to 301, which is March 1st. And then you've got March 25th or day 325. Well, the beauty of it is, well, it's November 21st. The beauty of it is November 21st portals over to March 1st, and October 28th portals over to March 25th. So these two portal over to each other, and they are the same language to each other. Day 301, date 301, day 325, date 325, day and date. And Candy, who was born October 28th, is C and Y. That's what Candy spells. And it portals over to March 25th. March 25th is a 3 and a 25. March 25th is 3 and 25. So that's how he really knew we were onto something. So that's the archway dates. So at the beginning of the archway on March 1st, you go back 26 days, and that's when I got hit in the eye, right eye. Well, I didn't get hit on the 3rd. I portaled over to it from December 17th. 24 days in both directions through the portal. Now, let's go to the other archway date. October 28th, and subtract 26 days. It lands on October 2nd. The right eye, paper airplane. Airplane hits twin trumps. Isn't that fascinating? I've shown y'all that once before, but I was put in my heart just to show you that again. That nothing points to October 2nd more to me than when I literally got hit in the right eye by a paper airplane. I came home and told y'all about it immediately. It just blew my mind. I was like, he's going down today. Like, but anyway, 727 besides all of that, World Toilet Day, because guess what's going down the commode? The world. Book of Revelation opens. When on 7/27? No. On iPad Goat Day. 7/27 is also Earl's birthday. Madison Square. Boy, there is a lot on Satan's Gateway, y'all. Gateway. Are we just talking about gateways? I think we've shown y'all the gateway. What do you think? Everybody's saying today a portal was opened because it was 2. October 26. 7/27 comes to October 26. Well, I would say it comes to the month of October, 26 days between the deadly wound and the portal opening. There's your October 26. That 26-day period in October from the deadly wound to when the archway opens. Well, 7/27 does come to Minneapolis, Minnesota. What do you know? It comes to Putin and Trump. It comes to the book of Revelations. And we know that you don't say it like that. You do when you're a beginner, but after a while you realize it's the book of Revelation, singular, not revelations. But in their search, the S was added just to get it in there. The Earth Mother Goddess, which is Lucifer, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, Asherah, Astarte, Isis, Venus. Comes to February 21, which the day I searched this, that's weird, because you can see by the email, 2/21, and it came to February 21. Well, it was weird. Superstar DJ, here we go. Well, wasn't Trump a DJ the other day? Trump is Antichrist. JFK is the Antichrist. La Palma volcano erupts. By then I'm on page 20, which is actually the 21st search, because your first search, it doesn't put a page number at the front, at the top. Y'all, I want you to know I went all the way through 78 plus pages. I've never gone that far before. I wanted to see if it would end. It never ended. I just eventually had to quit. Like when you get down to 3 searches, it just goes forever and ever. I was like, can't do this anymore. I was starving. It was like an hour search, this was. La Palma volcano erupts 7/27. And that's what we see at I Pet Goat, because that's what causes the New York tsunami. Didn't we find something up here or something about New York tsunami? By the way, January 7th is also on 7/27. Boy, this 7/27 goes on forever too, doesn't it? So you do get 23 songs. Tsunami on New York. You get La Palma volcano erupts and tsunami on New York, all at 7/27, which is the length of I Pet Goat. Trump's golden crown. Well, that's what opens up the book of Revelation. By then I was on page 32, or the 33rd search, 33 and 32. Y'all, the ghost in the machine is what puts these searches where they're at. It pretends humans are searching it, enough searches to fit it into a slot, and it fitted it. Trump's golden crown fitted at 32 and 33. Dark Knight Rises movie. Literally, that's what it said. Dark Knight Rises movie, 7/27. Now, I'm going to have to spell this one out for you. COVID, and turn, MENT, CAMPS. Right? You got me? Camps. I'll say the word after I say the next one. Happy birthday, Arizona comes up. internment. And Arizona's birthday is Valentine's Day, February 14th. The heart on the Antichrist. I wanted to spell this out for you. CORONAVIRUS, airborne. That was at the 76th page or 77th overall search. And then Trump is possessed. And when we show you the programming all throughout iPad Go, he's getting programmed by a computer. He's hooked up, to that ghost in the machine. .310 to Yuma, I'm watching. It's 207 days from March 10th to October 2nd. If you include both dates. 310 to Yuma, 310. 310 to Yuma, y'all. Christian Bale, Batman, Donald Trump is in 310 to Yuma. 119 is Donald, 88 is Trump in gematria, Jewish gematria and simple gematria. They combined for 207, which was my apartment number across the lake where I live now. The other time I lived in Winter Haven. I lived at 207J. Everything in my life's pointed the end times in Trump. It's 207 days to March 10th or 310 to October 2nd. 310 to Yuma. Wow. So 207 days is March 10th to Yuma. Is Yuma in Arizona? Yuma, Arizona. Yeah. Valentine's Day, 1914. Zip codes. Wow. 53 and 67, Michael. My marriage number, my next marriage number in Mayday's next marriage number, 67. I'll tell you what else I saw with a 67, Michael or anybody else. It's 67 days between something. I hope it's in my prep. It might not be. I might have forgot. Oh, I think I got rid of it. What was it? Oh, maybe it's 67 days between 7/27 it is 7/27. It's 67 days to October 2nd. Let's keep going. We know that Trump will become Antichrist. Oh, Echo and the Bunny Man. Came across that. Echo and the Bunny Man. It's called the Killing Moon. Well, I guess his killing moon, if he goes down October 2nd, is when the moon is square on its way to the full moon of the 9th. 7 days later is the full moon. 7 days prior to the full moon is the square of October 2nd. That would be a Libra sun. It'd be an Aries full moon. I know a woman whose husband threw himself in front of a train on an Aries full moon. If that's his killing moon, when it's square on its way to the full, that full moon is a total solar eclipse, October 9th. If that's the killing moon, the name of the group is Echo and the Bunny Man. Well, 201 days later from October 2nd's killing moon date, is April 20th, 2023, the Abomination of Desolation date. It's the year of the rabbit, or Frank the Rabbit, or Frank the Bunny, or Echo and the Bunny Man. So Echo and the Bunny Man would be some interesting gematria for sure. The Georgia-Florida football game was 34-7. 34-7. We know 7 is the number for the church, but guess what 34 is? It's 34 years between 1988 and 2022. Text to Trump 88022. That's a 34-year span, and we know that Herschel Walker with a big red G, red and black, excuse me, the big G, who won the national championship, their big player was number 34, Herschel Walker, and Georgia beat Florida, the Antichrist. Florida represents the Antichrist, or the devil's advocate. Georgia represents the G-men, or the men of the organization. And they beat Florida this year 34-7. Which was the same score between Mississippi State and Texas Tech in the ball game. And Dr. Pepper's transfer portal commercial is State versus Tech, and the State team is in the exact same colors as Mississippi State. Mississippi State, Texas Tech, 34-7. There it is. 34-7. Texas Tech beat State. And we've shown you the transfer portal commercial many times. Mississippi State home uniforms.
These pictures should match.
Well, they do. They match just fine. Thank you. So you see the maroon. Did I say purple? I meant maroon.
On a spooky fan.
You got a Dr. Pepper's spooky Fansville. And where's he in? He's in there maroon and white. And he's wearing number 4, representing Dak Prescott, who was quarterback at Mississippi State when he wore 15, but when he went to Dallas Cowboys, he wore number 4. So it's all, they tweak everything just one step over. One little tweak here, one little tweak there, but it's all the same. Got the got the maroon and the white sleeves. You got the maroon and the white sleeves. Can't make it up, can you? It's too perfect. It's too perfect. Everything's perfect. 310 to Yuma. One thing I noticed today also, there's a thing called February 23rd, which is tomorrow. And then there's a thing called March 22nd. That's 223 to 322. They're 27 days apart. 27 was in the number between Candy and I from the day we met through today when we show you that year to year. My number, her number, times the year. There was a 27 in 2005 when we met, a 127 in 2006, but it wasn't in the middle. In the middle was the 626, 126, 626, 126. It was like that for 10 years prior. But then it moves over to 627, 127. But no matter what, there's been a 27 in the sets of numbers. This is the last year of the 27. And I will say, it is just 27 days between 223 and 322. And the amount of hours or minutes, excuse me, is 3888 with a 0. And you do have a 2332, which is Eve. It's very interesting, something I showed Michael concerning Eve. Eve is in the number 7. There's an EVE in it. It's in the number 17 then. And Eve is in the number 11. 711, of course, beast rising from the pit. Zechariah 11:17, the right eye wound. There's Eve in all of those verses. It's all about Eve. Everything's about Eve. Who ordained the spelling of these words in the language? The Lord did, because he's ordained all things from before the foundation of the world, even though Satan runs this world, you know, or he had that happen through Satan. It still happened. I'm not saying sheep gave us the number 11, but the Lord did through their world or through our world, either through Satan or by the Holy Spirit, are all things put together through the humans. Guess what? 2022, there's a DeLorean coming out. And Michael J. Fox says, great shot, Doc. Great shot. Because it knocks out Biff. This is Back to the Future 2. They said Biff was based off of Donald Trump. And yeah, took Mary out tonight. I shared Michael's screenshot. Don't worry, his phone numbers aren't in here. Just the name Michael. They don't know who he is. Seems the DeLorean car. Here we go. The Bullet came out in 2001. Great shot, Doc, when the DeLorean opens its door. At the 115 mark, watch this.
I get it. Commitment can be scary.
You
but
get it?
Not when you're saving up just 15%.
We get it. We all get it. All right. So you're going to get up here. Want to knock the sound off? You can slow everything down here. Pretty good. Here comes old Biffy. Michael J. Fox. The DeLorean. Boom. The DeLorean's coming out in 2022. In 2022, Biff was representing Trump at Back to the Future 2. This is Back to the Future 2. This clip is at 11:17, actually. Probably a coincidence. Michael J. Fox will look down and say, great shot, Doc, right there. Shot, gunshot, bullet, shaped building in the city of London, the Gherkin building. Nice shot, Doc. Shot. Nice shot, Doc. Fascinating. I know. You're blown away again. Well, I didn't have to go to Facebook. I had the clip sent to me right here. Oh, me of little faith. Like I didn't have faith enough to believe that I had it set up in advance. Cellar door does come to the number 103. It also comes to 313, which we all know what went down 313 of 2020. Should you get that October 3rd date? I guess that's when he would be going through that cellar door, huh? Well, if you remember, cellar door came to this year, December 18th, which was the day after the right eye wound that I had of December 12th. So December 17th. So if I got hit in the right eye on December 17th, and that portaled over and archwayed over or archwayed back to October 2nd via February 3rd, then the following day was December 18th, the cellar door date. Remember, cellar door came to December 18th. Which is the day after I got hit by the right eye. And look, it comes to 103 in simple gematria, which is the day after 102. So the day after I got hit by the right eye and the day after Trump's going to get hit in his right eye. Isn't that just the weirdest thing like ever in your life? The weirdest thing, strangest thing. The material world. We are spirits in the material world. Are spirits in the. That's the song by the Police from what? The album Ghost in the Machine. And so, and Madonna's living in the material world, right? What is the material world to those that run the earth? It's that area where the humans are. We're in the material world. Sophia and their argons or whatever the Gnostics believe in. Sophia in the material world. According to the Gnostic myth, the shaping of the material world was the result of Sophia, who is often described as an emanation of the eternal light, Lucifer's light, the immaculate mirror of God's activity, and as the spouse of the Lord. Through her desire to know the Father, she was cast out of the pleroma, the Gnostic heaven. Wow. I mean, right? Sophia, Gnosticism. In so doing, creating or helping to create the material world. Now go back to Madonna, living in the material world. Or go back to Sting and the Police from the album Ghost in the Machine. We are spirits in the material world, right? We are spirits in the material world. The Police, spirits in the material world. Are spirits in the we are spirits in the material world. Lyrics. Living in the material world. Madonna. Madonna, material girl. Because we are living in a material world, and I'm a material girl. Who's the material girl? Madonna, Super Bowl halftime show, Isis. There's Isis or Sophia in the material world, manifesting among us. Oh, how wonderful. right? This world's crazy. There's my 7-Eleven that I sent to Michael. Remember Trump's inauguration was 77-7. Remember what they sent us, that on January 21st of 2023, Trump will be 77 years, 7 months, 7 days. And what do we love about that? I think that that will be the day that the bomb goes off. If I had to figure out what day that would be for Trump. Golly, this thing ain't working worth a flip. Let's try it again. I think that's when Trump is 77 years, 7 months, and 7 days old. It's still during the 4 horses, the war, famine, the death, because we think he comes back to save the earth. Well, how many days later would that be? Bam. 77, 7, and 7. So what we want to do is run that to April 20, 2023. Want to make that January 21st, 2023. That's 30 days before he would take the stage. Nope, wrong. It's 89 days before he takes the stage. Or 2 months and 30 days. If you include both dates, it's 90 even days. 777,6,000 seconds. 1,296 minutes. 2160 hours. There's your 216 code or 666 coding. I'm just saying. I think that's. And of course, Angel White tried to make us think that was the abomination of desolation day, but no, we all think it's during the solar eclipse. It's got to be a big day. It's got to be a solar eclipse day, man. So let's go to Michael's prep before we get into your comments. Thought Michael sent me stuff. We already went through, Michael did send a lot of stuff and we covered it last night. Okay. Now, I did a video called 25 Minutes of Tells via Michael's Amazing Research. Christian's got a lot of stuff in here. And I don't want to read it all to you because it's a lot, but I want y'all to go in there and read it. He's got a lot of interesting takes. So y'all can go in there and read it for yourselves. So check it out. If I can speak Canadian to you just for a moment. All the Christian stuff is down there. He talked about how Ms. Alabama dead at 27. They love those deaths at 27 years old. And don't forget, we just went over how big 27 is for them. February 23rd to March 22nd, 223 to 322. It's a 27-day period. It's very interesting. And it covers most of the archway. Now, if you were to go back, how many days back is that from the archway? Well, if the archway begins on March 1st, it's 7 days before the archway, which tells me it's 7 days before the archway. Let's go back to the real archway. October 21st. Friday, October 21st is it's kind of a mirror image before the archway, if you will, of this 223 date that we have tomorrow. See if anything goes down tomorrow. It'll be a microcosm of what'll really be going down by October 21st, 19 days after the Trump event. In other words, if war breaks out tomorrow, your World War III will be breaking out on October 21st. I think the Russia-Ukraine is the new illness. It's just a ritual leading up to the Antichrist deadly wound event. Love you very much. Check out my daily Bible study.